Amigas, aquí estoy con Chris ya en Facebook. Bueno, amigas, hay que hacer ejercicio, ya todas lo sabemos. Hemos estado aquí conversando con mi segundo invitado, que es Chris Beck. Él es el head trainer de el gimnasio de Orangetheory en Center City, en Filadelfia. Y les voy a contar que él ha estado en la industria del fitness por más de 9 años. Como les dije, él es el director de los entrenadores en Orangetheory Gym. Y además es un personal training, tiene la certificación del National Academy of Sport Medicine. Y su amor por el fitness comenzó cuando estaba en el high school y en el college. Chris, it is a pleasure to have you here in Para Ti Mujer.
Thank you.
And let's talk about Orangetheory, because I'm pretty sure all Latina women here in the city, not only in North Philly, in South Philly, in Center City, and we have seen this wonderful Facebook about Orangetheory, and we see all these women, doing hard exercise, rough exercise, but we don't know what is the philosophy behind of Orangetheory. Why Orangetheory is different?
So Orangetheory is different in the sense that we can get everybody of all fitness levels in one class. It's all heart rate based training. So it's 30 minutes of strength and 30 minutes of conditioning. So really fit everything into one full body workout. It's a great workout. Our whole philosophy is not only burning lots of calories, getting our heart rate up throughout class, but burning calories after the class is over, from spiking metabolism up, not only from lifting weights, but doing high intensity interval training throughout class. That's what makes us different. We get everybody in one class, we monitor where everyone's heart rate is at, so I can have somebody that's running 12 miles an hour on a treadmill, or a first-time exerciser, all in the same class, doing the same exercises, just with modifications from the trainer throughout.
So you said you will burn calories even after the class.
Yeah, correct.
How can that work?
So when we get our heart rate up, we have different heart rate zones throughout Orange Series. So our orange zone is when we're above 84%, right? 84% of our max heart rate. And then below 83% to 71% is the green zone, right? So we want to spend the majority of our workout in those two zones. Our goal is
green and orange.
Green and orange, correct. So the orange zone, we want to spend at least 12 minutes in. That's our goal. When our heart rate goes up that high, it comes back down.
The minimum.
Yeah, exactly. That's going to spike our metabolism after the workout is over. So we're going to burn an extra 200, 300 calories on top of the average 400 plus calories that everybody's going to burn throughout class.
Wow. Yo les voy a contar algo. Claro, yo voy a ese gimnasio y por eso traigo a Chris, y hace unos meses estuvo aquí Patrick con nosotros, porque realmente es sensacional. Yo vi los resultados en 2 semanas, es impresionante. Y ellos le ponen a uno un monitor del corazón, de las palpitaciones, y uno se va moviendo primero en gris cuando el corazón no está bien activo, recién cuando uno llega al gimnasio. Después se mueve en azul cuando ya uno está un poco trabajando, y después se mueve en verde, en naranja, y hay unas personas que llegan al rojo. Yo jamás he llegado al rojo, pero Chris nos está contando cómo la idea es que se mueva entre el verde y entre el naranja, porque así es que hay como se empuja el metabolismo, y ahí es donde vale la pena que estemos, y lo mínimo es estar 12 minutos en la zona naranja, porque ahí es donde realmente quemamos. Chris, if a person like me, I hardly go to Orange. I don't know if it is because of my age or the type of heart that I have, or because I used to be a runner, so probably my heart has the habit. I don't know.
Sure.
But what if a person is all the time in green zone?
So that's a typical problem a lot of people have, depending on how conditioned you are, or just what your resting heart rate is. I mean, resting heart rate can range anywhere from 45 to 100. So some people are going to be able to spend 35 plus minutes in the orange zone. That doesn't necessarily mean they're working harder than somebody who only spends 4 or 5 minutes in the green zone.
Gray zone.
Exactly. So
in blue zone.
yeah, exactly. So I always tell people, like, listen to your body, right?
Yeah.
I mean, we always emphasize getting in the orange zone, but if I'm telling somebody to sprint or to give me an all-out effort, it doesn't mean that being in the green zone or being in the orange or the red zone, which is the highest zone, makes you any better or worse than the person next to you, right? So a lot of stuff goes into that, whether you were a collegiate athlete or whether you've never worked out before. I mean, there's a lot of verifications that go into that.
Got it.
Yeah.
What happened with a person is in red zone?
So red zone is...
Do we want that or no?
Yeah, so it's 92% or above. So the biggest thing I always emphasize is if I'm sprinting or I'm going all out, completely normal for me to get in the red zone. The most important thing is the heart rate recovery. So if we get in the red zone and you come back down in a minute to the green zone, that's a sign of a healthy heart, which is awesome. I care more about the recovery than I do about what zone you're actually getting into while you're doing the workout. Yeah, I mean, especially like if you're stretching and the workout's over and you're still in the red zone, then that might be a sign that you might want to get obviously checked out by your doctor. But as long as you're working hard and your heart rate...
I'm still in red zone. Okay, let's call the cardiologist.
Exactly. But as long as you come back down after the workout's over and your heart rate recovers quick, that's the most important thing, exactly.
Ok, bueno, chicas, vean lo que está diciendo Chris, porque es que hay otra zona, yo la veo, yo jamás llego a esa, que es la roja, y yo siempre me pregunto si será sano estar en esa zona roja o no, y aquí nos dice Chris que es sano, lo importante es que el corazón se recupere rápido, pero si estamos en la zona roja y ya se acabó la hora y nuestro corazón sigue palpitando tan fuertemente, pues francamente es que hay que llamar al cardiólogo, hay que llamar a nuestra cardióloga de cabecera, que es Maribel Hernández, y preguntarle qué es lo que está pasando con nuestro corazón. Chris, something that grabbed my attention is that I see, I don't know if because of the time that I used to go to Orangetheory, or but I see more women than men. And this is a rough exercise.
Yeah,
I mean, I will say this is more for men than for women. But why is that?
Yeah, I'd say we're about 75 to 80% women at Orangetheory. Just in general, I honestly have said this. I've been in the training business for 9 years. I've always thought that women respond better to a trainer than men do. I don't know if they're more. I would say maybe they're a little bit more invested and willing to spend the money to meet their health and fitness and beauty goals, to be honest. That's what I've always thought. And it definitely is. It's a tough hour class. You know, everybody that goes the first time, like, wow, they leave feeling exhausted. It's hard work. But yeah.
I have seen women that they go to the class and they don't come back.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's
which is silly, because you guys say you just adjust your body to the
exactly, and that's a common problem. Like, obviously we're there to push you, but you always have to listen to yourself, especially the first couple classes. Those are obviously going to be the hardest for you. So if you get through those first couple classes, you know that your body can handle it, and you start coming more frequently, and you kind of know what to expect throughout the workout. But yeah, I would just say in general, women, I mean, they just can tolerate maybe a little bit more pain, and they respond better to an instructor than a male does, just typically.
Vean lo que está diciendo Chris, que es muy interesante, porque yo veo más mujeres que hombres, y yo pensé que era por la hora a la que yo voy, pero me dice que no, y dice que entre el 79 y el 80% de los clientes son mujeres, y está diciendo que las mujeres respondemos mejor al entrenamiento y respondemos mejor al dolor, así que eso muestra cómo definitivamente nosotras no somos el sexo débil para nada. Bien interesante. But Chris, you were saying, porque también veo que al parecer las mujeres no nos importa si nos dan órdenes, mientras que parece ser que al contrario no. Chris, so do you think that there is a percentage perhaps that we as women we don't care if somebody tell us what to do that or do that? in the meantime, I think men, I live it, I experience sometimes. If I say to a man, please do this, it's kind of like they don't like it, that they don't want to be to have a woman saying what to do. Do you think it's a little bit that?
I think that has actually a lot to do with that. I always have. I mean, I always put myself in those shoes, like reverse. I'm like, sometimes I don't know if I want somebody telling me what to do, but I just feel like women in general they just respond better to it. Like, okay, I'll do that, and I'll do my best. I'll try it. Yeah, exactly. And that's the right attitude to have. I don't know if it's that men are more stubborn, myself included, but like it's definitely something that I've noticed since I've been in the business.
Fíjense que Chris está diciendo que sí, que tiene mucho que ver eso, que las mujeres no nos importa recibir una orden y hacer lo mejor que podamos. Y eso es interesante porque creo que esa actitud pues no permite que los hombres tengan esta oportunidad de cosas como Orangetheory, because definitely I know in my class, and the majority, I think there are 4 guys that are in my class, and majority, I think 3 of them or 2 of them, when we have 3, they are older than probably 40, 50.
Sure.
No young guys.
Yeah, I think as we get older, we kind of
wise as we.
Yeah, exactly. As we get wiser, we get wiser. We kind of accept that, hey, this is good for me.
Yeah,
I mean, might as well have somebody tell me what to do for an hour instead of going on my own and being on my cell phone half the time. And it's more productive and you get more out of it. So it's a good thing.
Se nos acaba de unir Angélica, quien es nuestra escritora de cabecera, y Juan Valencia sigue con nosotros. Chris, do you think you are stubborn? You said, well, probably I'm stubborn. Do you think you have that personality?
I don't think I personally have that personality, but I know just like in general I would have a harder time. Like I don't know if it's that we think we know what we're doing, men. I don't know, like it's when it comes to fitness, like we want to be more masculine, we want somebody else telling us what to do. Maybe that has something to do with it. But I wouldn't say in general I'm stubborn. It's just, but yeah, I just think it's just, especially when it comes to working out, I just think it's a male thing. We want to portray that we know what we're doing already. So
and that's good.
Yeah, exactly. It's a good thing.
Yeah, a good thing.
Yeah.
Chris, where part of Philadelphia are you? Are you from Philadelphia?
So I'm from the suburbs. I'm from originally from Doylestown, which is like 45 minutes away from Philadelphia. And right now I've lived in the city since I graduated college. I've been here for about 4.5, 5 years now.
Do you like Philly?
I love it. Yeah, I really do. It's convenient. I've always been within 5 blocks of where I work, so it's been great.
It's a great city,
it's
right?
a great city. I love it here.
Do you think Philly is a very diverse city? Do you see that?
Yeah, I think it keeps getting more and more diverse. Like I've even noticed it since I've been here. I think it's getting more and more diverse, especially downtown and Center City where I've always been at. So yeah. Sure.
Do you think is there any advantage of being a diverse city?
Not that I've completely seen since I've been here, but I mean, it's definitely possible.
Mm-hmm. Chris, when was that click? I guess when you were in high school, that you realized that you wanted to be in this way, a trainer, physical. When was that? Do you have a moment?
So actually, believe it or not, so I was always an athlete. I played 3 sports throughout high school, and then I was a college athlete as well. But the whole thing kind of clicked actually after my grandfather had a heart attack. I realized that like a lot more goes into it than just being physically active. Like you need the whole package. So
how old were you when that happened?
I was 16, so I actually did a complete 360, just changed the way I ate, changed the way I worked out, changed the way I took care of my body, and since then I've just been so passionate about it. Yeah, and I just love helping people and like sharing my knowledge about it. There's nothing more that there's no greater joy to me than seeing clients change their life, not only mentally and physically, but it's an awesome. I wouldn't do it. Like I love what I do. I always have been completely passionate about it. But that's definitely when it changed. When I was 16, I knew that.
Were you close to your grandfather?
Yeah, I was definitely close, but I knew that I couldn't because I actually at the time I always ate what I want. Like, you know, I would go to buffets. I was in shape because I was an athlete. I exercised 3 hours a day, but I ate what I want at that time. And I realized, you know, might as well start now with good changes and good habits for when I get later in life and I'm not going to be able to do that. So yeah, that's when it changed.
Chris, you let me know, please, what do you think about this? But I see that fitness is becoming more and more a good business.
Yeah.
Probably because the food that we have is not healthy enough, or because we are sitting all the time. We are very sedentarios, like we will say in Spanish. We are with the cell phone. So I remember when I was young, we used to run in the street and be very physical. We used to be very physical, but nowadays we are enclosed in our homes. So do you think, and I see more and more young people like you, being trainers, personal trainers, more and more gyms, different styles of gyms. Do you think this business can be like an opportunity for kids, like the Latino kids, women or men, to have a job or to?
Yeah. I think it definitely can, and it's such a rewarding profession. It's the type that you get out what you put in, you know, like if you're very passionate about it and you want to help people and you want to work your way up, like in the gym business, the fitness business, like when you first start out, you're never going to be making $100,000 a year. Like you have to really work your way up and make sure that you are 100% passionate about it, because my clients can tell, and other trainers around the city, they can tell when you really invest in what you're doing. But I think there's a huge opportunity in it. I think it's going to keep growing. I mean, in the city, especially now, like there's boutique studios popping up all over the place. Like everybody's doing all kinds of different stuff. And I mean, multiple people are doing yoga, they're boxing, they're weightlifting, they're doing these high intensity type classes. Everything's popping up. So there's all types of new fads coming in. And it's a growing business. And it's a good thing because, as you said, like especially kids now, like there's all these video games and there's cell phones and there's all kinds of stuff to distract people from getting outside and being more active. Like even I used to when I was a kid, you know, we used to always pick up sports in the city and just run around. But yeah, I think there's a huge opportunity in it.
Can become a good drug. Doing exercise.
Exactly. It's the best one out there. Yeah. I mean,
Chris, when you say you have to invest, what does it mean? You have to invest in yourself.
So I think you have to you have to really share the image that you have for yourself. Like if I'm telling somebody how to exercise, how to eat, I have to do that myself, right? You have to do it.
You have to be a role model.
Exactly. You have to be a role model for them. They have to see that you do it yourself. So my clients will be like, oh, this works for Chris. This is how he does it. It should work for me,
we
right?
Follow you.
Exactly. You follow my lead. And I know if I was like, I just want somebody to show me the correct way to do stuff, and I would follow them from that.
And nowadays, we lack. I mean, we don't have that kind of role model. So Chris, in some Latino areas in the city, it is like our kids, they don't have like faith, like hope. They don't see something else different, that a barrio, a neighborhood that is hard, is rough, and there are not too many options, there are not too many jobs. If one of those kids are listening to you right now, what is the advice that you have for them? Where to go, why to do it, why is important? What is the advice that you have?
I think just honestly follow your dreams. That's something that is passionate to you, helping others, and you get joy out of that. Like, I mean, it's a very, very rewarding profession. Like, it really is, because there's nothing negative about it. You're helping people.
That's true.
Get healthy, live longer lives. Like, it's just
looking good,
exactly. And then you get to know that was something that you did to help them.
It has to be very good for your self-esteem.
It definitely is. And like, just hearing like clients tell me, like, I train a lot of people for weddings and all the kind of stuff, just knowing that you had a part in like a life event for them, it's just like, it's a very it's rewarding. It's just like the greatest joy I get out of it. So,
Chris, what kind of things you definitely don't eat? You eat everything.
No, I have a very strict diet. Anyway,
Really?
yeah,
Tell us about it.
I don't recommend like eating as strict as I eat a lot of fish. I eat a lot of vegetables. Eat a lot of fruit. So I never eat any fried. I haven't had a French fry in 11 years. I always tell people that since actually my grandfather had that heart attack, I have not had a single French fry. So I don't eat fried foods.
So you don't eat anything fried?
Never. Yep,
Nothing.
Never eat anything fried. I mean, I stay away from, I try and stay away as best I can from all these artificial sweeteners out there. And then besides that, I mean, I'm pretty strict, honestly, on just like lean meats, fish.
You're very stubborn with yourself.
Yeah, and I don't. And I always tell people like it's good to have like a strict diet, but I'm not recommending doing it as strict as I do. Like it's kind of like it's just a habit at this point. But giving yourself like one reward meal a week, I think is the best way to do it. Like
that's enough.
That's it. Like I feel like I always tell people like if you eat a very strict diet, but you know that one day out of the week you're gonna get to eat what you want, and you reward yourself.
Crazy.
Yeah, it's just
do it.
It's easier mentally. Exactly, it's easier mentally, and at the end of the day, it's not going to harm you if you have one.
It's not going to kill you.
Yeah, it's not at all.
Chris, I have Teresa Terry. She's a fantastic woman. She has been here at the program, and she said, "I'm going to try with my pronunciation, my hard accent, mindset. It all begins there. People have to get healthy, but don't know how to, or can't afford it." She said also, how can we reach out to them, to engage them, to seek out a professional like yourself? And she's saying, hi, Emma.
Yeah, so I mean, most of us are always willing to help. I know some of these boutique gyms are they're not affordable for everybody, but health really shouldn't have a price on it.
Exactly.
It's
a decision.
It's a decision. It's getting your foot in the door and just starting with it, right? It's all about starting. Once you start, you never look back. I always tell people that.
That's true.
But I mean, yeah, really, like I'm always willing to help people. Like I don't like nickel and diming people. Like I just love knowing that my knowledge can help people change their life. Yeah, it can share that. And I mean,
change the life of others.
Exactly, and there's all types of ways out there. Orangetheory really is like it's one of the best. It's the best workout.
Oh yeah,
it's full body. You leave drenched in sweat. The people are great. It's a positive environment. It's high energy. Like there's nothing not to love about it. So I always recommend somebody try it.
Chris, I have just 1 minute, but you said something about discipline, and why I think it seems silly to ask you that, but why exercise and discipline are very connected? Why to have discipline is important to you?
Discipline's, I mean, to me it's always been like my number one priority. No matter what I do, no matter how busy of a day I have, I always make sure that I will work out myself. I eat healthy just because that's who I am. That's what I do. Yeah, that's me. So it's engraved in my brain. Once you tell yourself like I need to do this, like this is you make it a priority for yourself and invest in yourself. They definitely just go hand in hand.
So you work out every day.
Every day. No matter what. For me mentally, it's my biggest stress relief. Like that's why I do it. Like even if I was flying out on an airplane tomorrow at 5 a.m., I would find a way to work out at 3 a.m. in the morning. Just because I know I get it done, it's my stress relief, and I'll feel better about myself the rest of the day, then I can actually enjoy what I have planned for the remainder of the day.
If a person like me, normal person,
we
do other things, we are not trainers, what is the minimal and how to have a healthy life? If it's not every day, what is the minimal number of days that we should work out?
So I think you start out with 3 days, like 3 days a week. I think starting out with 3 days a week, and then you kind of go up from there. You listen to your body. The first couple of times you're going to be, especially if you're not conditioned to working, like if I'm going from 0 to 7, that's going to be tough on your body. So you want to kind of ease into it, especially if you're new to working out. Like start out with 3 days a week. Make sure it's more full body exercises, like squat, the press, all that kind of stuff, and mixed in some conditioning as well, so you get the most out of the time that you're in there. Especially if you're just going 3 days a week, you don't want to waste time doing just bicep curls and tricep extensions. You want to make it a full body workout. But I think 3 days a week to start, and then as you start recovering quicker and your body's feeling better, then you start bumping up the amount of days.
Okay. Chris, do you agree if I share your information, because I have somebody here asking me how to contact you?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Absolutely.
And what cell phone I can give to people?
It's 215
264
2321.
2321. Okay, this is Chris. 215-264-2321. Chris, it has been a pleasure to have you here. This is your home, the Latino home for Chris, and thank you very much.
Thank you so much for having me. Appreciate it.
Chicas, así termina Para Ti Mujer hoy domingo, y no se pierdan el programa del próximo domingo, que va a ser genial también. Gracias a todos los que estuvieron con nosotros, Terry, gracias, Juan Valencia, y para todas las personas que van a chequear el video en Para Ti Mujer con Emma Restrepo durante hoy y mañana. Que tengan una semana bellísima.
That was great.
Thank you.